this video tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at the header options for the WP Gel theme. We're going to be designing the website Up Local SEO. If you're a local business owner, check out uplocalseo.com. Just a little plug. So to get started, you're going to need to log into the back end of your WordPress website, and under Appearance, you're going to see a link, Theme Options. The first option that we want to take a look at that addresses the look and feel of the website header is going to be under the Primary Options tab, and it's going to be Header Type. We have two available header types. By default, your header will be set to the full width nav, but we also have the option for the Bootstrap nav. This is the full width nav look, and if we switch it to the Bootstrap nav, by simply setting this option, clicking Save Changes, and going back out to our front end and clicking Refresh, we can now see that we've got a totally different look and feel for our header. Our navigation is contained within this header area. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to utilize the full width nav, but you can change this option at any point in time. Next, we are going to want to go to the Header tab within the Theme Options panel. And the first option that we see is for our site logo. We can upload any image that we want to. We're going to go ahead and select an image that we have previously uploaded. Click Save Changes. And now we can go back out to the front end of our website and click Refresh. As we can see, we've got our logo right here next to our title and tagline. By default, the height of our logo is going to be 150 pixels, and the width is going to adjust based on the width and height of the original image. The next option that we're going to take a look at is the logo dimensions. We're going to set this logo to 125 pixels in width and a height of 125 pixels. Save changes, back out to the front end, hit refresh, and we can see that our logo is slightly smaller and looks a lot better in our header. The next option that we'll take a look at is our header background color. We can set our header background color to any color in the rainbow. We've got some predefined colors down here, and we can drag this circle around to any color that we want, or we can put a hexadecimal value in this field to set the color. For this tutorial, we're going to set it to this blue. Click Save Changes and refresh. We can see that our header is now blue. The next option that we're going to be taking a look at is the Header Background Image option. Just like with the logo, we can upload any image that we want to for our header. We're going to select a previously uploaded image, and you can also set how that image looks within your header. The recommended settings are no repeat, cover, fixed, and position. You can really set any position that you want to based on the image that you have uploaded. We're going to go ahead and select center top. Save changes. And one thing that you will need to do if you are utilizing an image for your header is to clear out the color setting. The color setting takes precedent over the image setting. So we'll go ahead and clear that out. Click Save Changes, refresh, and we've got a really cool look and feel now with an image as the background of our header. Next, we'll take a look at the header height option. In a previous option, we set the height and width of our logo to 125 pixels. So let's say we wanted to decrease the size of our header to 125 pixels. You have two options, either a pixel or a percentage height. We recommend a pixel. So we'll click Save Changes, go back out to the front end of our website, click Refresh, and as we can see, the height of our header reduced by about 25 pixels. Just for this tutorial, let's go ahead and increase this to say 250 pixels. Save changes, back out to the front end, refresh, and our header height is now 250 pixels, but our logo, our title, and our tagline are still vertically centered. The next option that we have available is to hide the branding text, and that option would be good is if we only wanted to use a logo in our header. So let's take a look. We're going to enable this option, save changes, back out to the front end, and the title and tagline are hidden, but our logo is still here, vertically centered. We're going to go ahead and clear out this option. By default, your title and tagline will show, because the next options that we're going to take a look at are going to directly affect this title and tagline. So the next option that we'll take a look at is the branding text color, which is pretty self-explanatory. Just like the header background, we can choose any color in the rainbow that we want to, but for this tutorial we'll go ahead and set this to black, click Save Changes, back out to the front end, refresh, and the title of our website is now black. The next option that we're going to take a look at is the Enable Disable Text Shadow. To take a look at the text shadow of the title of our website, we're going to go ahead and change the background color back to blue so we can see it a little better. And since this background color takes precedent over the image, we don't have to change anything there. We'll save those changes, refresh the front end, and you can really see this text shadow that comes through. So to get rid of that text shadow, we'll come back down here and we're going to disable the text shadow by selecting this option, saving the changes, and as we can see, our title no longer has that text shadow. So we'll come back here and we'll clear out this blue again so that we get this image background. And the next option that we're going to take a look at is the branding font option. We've already set the color. Now we can set the font family, and with WP Gel you get a selection from any of the Google fonts in the Google Font Library, which is updated weekly. And so we'll just go ahead and pick one at random, and we can also set the font weight, a backup font, font subsets. We'll take a look at the font size option. Now, with WP Gel, as per web development best practices, fonts are set in the EM as opposed to pixels. If you're not familiar with EM, it's a very easy concept and you can just Google it. But we'll go ahead and set this to 3.5 EM. And one thing that we want to specifically discuss is the line height, because the line height will allow you to adjust the vertical alignment of your title and of your tagline. So when we set the font size to 3.5 EM, we won't set the line height. We'll save changes just to see what happens. As we can see, our title is vertically aligned very low within our header. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to set this line height to 1.25, save changes, come out to the front end and see how that looks. And as we can see, that is better vertically aligned within our header. The next similar set of options is for your website tagline, and we can see we've got site tagline color. Just like the other color options, we can choose from any one in the rainbow. For this tutorial, we'll just choose this blue and click Save Changes, refresh on the front end, and our tagline is now blue. We can also set the font options for this tagline the same way that we set for our website title. We'll just pick a random one and we'll increase the size to 2 EM. We'll keep that line height at 0.25. Save changes. Refresh the front end. And we can see that our line height is a little too small because it's too close to our title. So let's go ahead and set this to 0.5. Save changes. Refresh. Still a little too close to the title, so we'll set that to 1. Save changes. And now that's pretty well vertically centered within our header. The last set of options that we're going to take a look at specifically impact how the social media module in the upper right hand corner looks. So what we'll need to do in the back end is to click on the social media tab within our theme options panel. Now if you do not see the social media icons on your website, it means that you have not filled in these fields with your social media links. You can actually drag and drop these social media fields to be displayed in any order on the front end. But what we want to take a look at are these options down here at the bottom. The social icon color. We can select any color that we would like for this option. We'll go ahead and we'll select blue. Actually, we'll take a look at yellow. And then we'll set the background color of these social media icons to black. Click Save Changes. Come back out to the front end, click Refresh. And as we can see, we've got a black background and yellow social media icons. Now let's say that we didn't want this tab black background at all. We can come back to our backend, come down to this last option, and instead of selecting a color, we're going to tick this transparent box. Click Save Changes, come back out to the front end, click Refresh, and now we can see that we've only got the yellow social media icons with no black tabbed background. Now if you're playing around with the theme options as we have done purely for demo purposes in this video, you can easily reset them back to the default settings. We're going to go ahead and clear out these social media settings here and head back up to the header tab. Now you're going to want to watch our video on backing up your theme options before you reset a certain tab or all of the options. And the way that you're going to do that is over in the right hand corner on any tab within the theme options panel, you're going to see two buttons. Reset selection that will just reset the options in the current tab, or reset all, which will reset all of the options of your theme. We'll go ahead and click reset selection, click OK. Then we're going to click Save Changes. And when we go back out to the front end of our website and hit refresh, as we can see, our theme is back to the default options for this particular style. That's going to do it for this video tutorial. We want to thank you for taking the time to listen. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments section below this video. And also remember to go to wpgel.com and subscribe to our newsletter to be notified when we publish new video tutorials as well as new WP Gel styles.